You are currently on tour with the Judds, which is pretty amazing. So it's their final tour in celebration of Naomi Judd. How big of an honor is it to be within this group of people and able to do this for your friend?
It's amazing. I mean, I was asked to do what I do is I go and do 45 minutes before each show. So I get to do all the shows and I get to watch all of her shows, it's different every night. She's unbelievable. And then she has a female guest artist that comes and sings some songs with her. Like there's Ashley McBride, Brandi Carlisle, Kelsey Ballerini, Trisha Yearwood. I'm probably forgetting someone, but Little Big Town. So it's a real honor to celebrate that legacy and to be there for her and to be part of a tour that has all of these really strong women.
Yeah.
And it's very supportive. Like the crowd, the audience is obviously very supportive and just pouring out all of this love. And then all of us on stage together are really supportive of each other. And
I love that.
Especially as a female in this industry, we got to stick together, and it's really beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see when women support each other.
I know. In this country community of women, I mean, men too, but I've seen it a lot with the women. It just seems like everyone is such an ally of each other and not competitive in a way that one would maybe expect. It's beautiful.
I think it's really, I mean, I don't know if it's Nashville specific. We just happen to live in Nashville and surrounded by all these women and powerhouses in this community. But it does seem really special here.
Yeah.
Like I feel like all of the women that we know who are artists, I don't know, just feel a sense of lifting other people up and not like ripping them down, which I think is, not necessarily a given in any community. Sure. I was just thinking as you were listing everyone off, Little Big Town has Jimmy and Philip. Do you think that they're just like sneaking, like trying to blend into wallpaper in the back? Like, do you think that they're just like not wanting to compete? They're like, I'm sorry for existing. I'm just over here.
That's so funny. Well, first of all, Jimmy and Philip are very evolved men.
They are.
Yes, they are.
So they're
very evolved. So they fit right in, actually.
So you have a couple of cookbooks already. And so in working on new ones or even the ones that you wrote before, how did you develop that? Like did you know that, okay, I'm going to sit down and write a cookbook today, or did it just kind of come to be?
Well, it's funny because people, through the years would be like, you should write a cookbook. You should write a cookbook. And I thought to myself, I'm not ever going to be able to write a cookbook. I'm a singer, right? Because I don't know. Sometimes I think culturally, we have a thing. I don't know if it's just this country or if it's everywhere, but people can do one thing. They're like, you just get to do one thing, and so I just never really thought about really developing that. And then I had a manager at the time that said, yeah, why don't you write a cookbook? And I was like, okay. So we got a book deal and I wrote a cookbook. And, I love to write as well.
That makes sense. I mean, those things go hand in hand too.
Agree.
Yeah. So it wasn't, it was a lot of work, coming up with the recipes, testing the recipes, writing. They kept wanting more and more anecdotes and stories about my life. And, so like I had to sit down and write every day. But once again, it was another creative outlet for me, rather than making a record of some of my favorite songs, I was making a book of some of my favorite recipes. So they're similar in a way, really,
What a fun outlet.
I know.
Joanna and I wrote a couple of books about organizing.
I know, I have them.
Different, I would say different.
Yeah, slightly different, maybe less entertaining, or
right, exactly.
No, they're beautiful. I have them. I have tried. I've tried.
We can do a trade,
You show us how to make pot roast, and we'll come and organize your pantry.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
We have this on video now.